Sorry, for all the ratchet stuff. I was looking at something. So this video is basically going to be about how to tell a guy that you're, transsexual or transgendered or whatever you are. One, know that this is just how I do it. This is, what I'm comfortable with and how I go about it, and, how I deal with my struggles. I can't really tell you how to deal with your own because I don't know your situation. But how I deal with mine is, usually a guy does not know unless I tell them. When I tell them, it's usually like this huge shock factor, like, oh my gosh and everything. But I feel like it kind of depends on the type of guy that you're attracted to and the type of men that are around you, your environment, and who you have around you. And what I mean by this is, picture being in a hood-ass club and telling a guy, hey, I'm transgender. Well, if you're in a hood-ass club, that might not be the best thing to do because let's say he's not cool with it. He's going to go tell his boy. His other boy is going to tell another boy. And then you're out it, and it's not a pretty scene, and things can go down. Situations like that, you have to be wary. So I learned that, well, one, I just don't put myself in situations like that. Be a woman of class, okay? Don't put yourself in a hood club with some ghetto people. It's unnecessary. Okay. What I've learned is be careful, be aware of your surroundings, and pay attention to how people act. Just get to know people for how they are, and then you can figure out if you can tell somebody. Me personally, I've always been upfront with everybody, and I've learned that for me, that is the best way to go, is to keep it real with people and to keep it honest and very blunt and to the point. There's nothing worse than that tranny who wants to deny that she was ever a guy. I think that is so annoying. It is greatly annoying. You were born one thing and you became another. You cannot knock away the past of being a boy. If anything, it helps. It helps you in your next life and becoming a woman, because you can understand the mindset of these men now. So, yeah, anyways, that's the original point. So, keep it honest with people. Be real with people. Let them know who you are, what you do, and just keep it blunt and just be like, hey, I'm not trying to hit on you or anything like that. I'm just letting you know in advance, this is what it is. And usually there's no problems. So, YouTube, my lips is so chapped, like, it is crazy. Anyways, yes, I'm rocking my natural hair today. I'm a little lazy. I don't got time to be sitting here trying to impress y'all. I'm just keeping it real. All the guys that I've dated are straight. I consider them straight. They only mess with females. But, I let them know from the jump what the situation is, and I let them figure out whether they want to date me or not. It's really up to you. But, I'm going to give you an example. Okay. If I'm in a club, and a guy approaches me, and he's like, hey, how are you doing and everything, I'm going to talk to them. There's no problems with talking to people and letting them get to know who you are, because that's what's important, not what's down in your pants. Let them get to know who you are first. Um, I talk to them. I pick up on whether I even want to waste my time or not. Um, if I do, then I'll continue a conversation. I steer clear of subjects like religion, politics, and stuff like that. Just keep it very simple, what you like to do and stuff like that. And as the conversation goes on, if I feel like they're hitting on me really hard, like asking for numbers or anything like that, I'll just be like, if I'm scared of outing myself, then I'll be like, hey, I can't give you my number, but what I'm going to do is I'll write down my name, and you can look me up on Facebook or Instagram. And then they'll be like, oh, okay, but I try to wait towards, like, I know when I'm getting ready to leave. And then I'll give them, like, my Instagram or Facebook name. And then I'll just, like, look me up. And then, you know, if you want to holla, we can keep on with this. And I usually they, you know, send me requests. They see it. There's usually no problem. It's very rare that I have an issue with me being transgender. I let them figure out if they're up for dating a transgender female, or even talking or fucking, whatever. And that's how it goes. If I'm feeling brave that night and I don't feel like they're gonna trip, then I'll just, like, you know, very blunt. I'll just be like, you know, before I give my number to you, I think that you should know that I'm different from other females. I'm a special female. And when they ask, you know, what that means, I'm just like, you know, I'm transgendered. And usually, most guys are like, what is that? You know, like, what exactly does that mean? And I don't go into a whole detail of how my genitalia works and what all is down there. Even though this some Snapple. This is that good. But all that don't matter. I usually just tell them. Most of the time, I usually tell them. And then I'm just like, well, that's the situation. You know, and then what I usually say after that is, you know, I didn't want to think I was fooling you or anything like that, or, that I'm trying to be rude or be funny or fake. I just want to keep it real with you. I'm a real ass bitch, and I just thought that you should know what you're getting yourself into. Now, if it's a respectable dude and he's not into it, he's gonna be like, I don't think I'm into that. But it was nice talking to you. You still cool, you know. I've only had that like 2 or 3 times. But most guys are usually like, I'm interested. Which, ladies, my version of ladies, my ladies, there is a lot of men who are interested in transgender trans females. But they usually want to keep you on the low, the hush-hush, and that's where the issue comes about. And there's no exact term on what to call a guy who likes transgender females. My opinion, I just call you straight. I mean, when you see me, you see female. There is nothing about me. There is nothing about me that says nigga, other than my flat ass, but whatever. Nothing. So when a guy sees me, he sees female. He doesn't see what's underneath my pants. He doesn't see what's underneath my skirt. So you're initially attracted to my feminines. So I consider a guy straight. Now the issue usually comes about, you know, once you start having sex and stuff like that. Well, if a guy is really, really down for you and he's really feeling you, he's gonna be willing to give in to some things so that you both can be happy. And that's how I look at it. Like, if a guy really cares about me, he's going to understand my situation, and that situation down there won't even be there for long. So if you can be ride or die, then you're going to get something that's worth it. So that's my little rant of the night on being transgendered. And of course there's going to be stupid ass females who don't agree with me and are going to have their opinions and all that blase blase. To be honest, I give two fucks what y'all think. You don't pay my bills, you're not fucking me. You're not fucking me. And you're not fucking me. So your opinions really don't mean shit. So subscribe, like, dislike, whatever you want to do. But I would like to hear anybody else's. Even though I said I don't really care for your opinion, that's if it's negative, because it's not hurting me. But I want to hear opinions on this situation, on how others come out and, you know, tell guys that they're transgender. I would love to hear some stories on how other people go about it. I think my way is pretty simple. We live in an age of technology, so if you're scared to do it, let technology handle it. So, yeah, that's it. This your girl, Rochelle Killam. Love y'all. Subscribe, bitches.